Frolic in his 7th year, 79-80. Akron has their home whites on tonight. Central with the maroon shorts. I guess that's yellow, bright yellow maybe. Jerseys, good look at the Chippewas. There's the Zips. Of course, best of 5. Akron home for the weekend. Eastern Michigan at 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. And against a very good team as always. Taylor, you want to start well tonight. You want to start quick.
Yes, that's definitely going to be key for the Zips tonight. They want to come out on fire and set the tone early in this match. You know, the earlier that they can gain momentum in this set, the better it will be for them for this match tonight.
Central will serve tonight to open up the match. Natalie Raymond about to get the ball in her hands. We'll get you the officials momentarily. And we're underway in Akron tonight. Nice way to start the match for the Zips. And Hara.
That's a great swing by Ivy Hara. This is exactly how you want to start the match for the Zips. A great pass by Faith Johnson, and yeah, Hara took a rip at that one.
Well, we saw her last week for really the first time that I've watched her play. She played very well Friday night. Chippewas, Akron, we're tied up at 1. Hara, 5'11", a redshirt sophomore from California. Referees, George Carlton Jr. is on top. Deborah DeValle is on the floor. Cortese to serve for the Chippewas. Faith Johnson. Faith again. And Akron leads 2-1.
That's a very smart shot by Faith Johnson. You know, she only had one blocker up, but instead chose to kind of go off speed down the line, finding the hole in the Chippewas defense.
You're right about finding the hole in the defense. Bailey Vogt to serve for Akron. The redshirt freshman. Chippewas pick it up with Erickson. First swing tonight by Hernandez, and we're tied at 2. Hernandez 5th in the MAC at kills at 251. Is the recent, as you mentioned, the MAC West Offensive Player of the Week. Olsen to serve for the Chippewas. Johnson, low. They pick it up. Nice block for the Zips. Hernandez. I beg your pardon, Danielson. Montalisa gives Akron a 3-2 early lead. We'll see another look. Faith Johnson to serve for Akron. Nice block. No Chaya. Outside the line. Try to go around a block that time.
Yes, the Zips so far are showing very strong blocks at the net. You know, this is something that I think that they've been working on, and they have a lot of height in the front row, so using the block to their advantage will be what they're looking to do tonight.
And Jones is up there right now with Danielson and Ochaya. Akron point again, and we talked about it. They're off quickly tonight and off to a 5-2 lead. Faith Johnson, Indiana native, a junior. Raymond. Nice job again by the Zips and Jones. Akron's making the Chippewas work right now. Can they get it back? Wow.
Great hustle there by Faith Johnson to run that one down.
And despite the point for the Chippewas, if you're Akron, this is how you want to play right now.
Yes, this is the exact fight that you wanted to see from this Akron team. You know, they're determined to make this a difficult match for the Chippewas. They're they're going to be playing all out, as we just saw
A
in that
great
last
rally.
rally.
Erickson serving for Central. Raymond to swing, and it's 5-4. Raymond, 178 kills. She's from Poland and Sport Championship School, and only a freshman. Erickson to serve again. That was close.
It was. That was a great look by Bailey Vogt to go to Carliana Jones there. Looked like it was just a little bit long, but if you're this Akron team, you want to continue to keep feeding your middles as much as possible.
Ochaya. Again. Akron picks it up. Danielson. Raymond. Nice block by the Chippewa. With big swing for the lefty, Ammeraal, has a powerful left arm.
Yes, having a lefty setter in the front row definitely gives the Chippewas an advantage, especially in these 3 rotations, adding that extra offensive attack.
Central by 1. Akron can't get it back. The big block for the Chippewas on Jones. And a nice job by Ellie Maidendorf, a junior out of Alto, Michigan. Erickson's on a run right now. A 5-point Central run. The big swing again. Ochaya. Well, they're really rolling now for a quick turnaround. It's 8-5 with a 6-point run. All with Erickson serving. Danielson, they dig it out. Raymond. It's 9-5 Central.
That play was nicely set up by a great dig in the back row by Cameron Olsen. You can see there she lays out for it, gets one arm on it. It's a pretty solid ball as well. Able to get a nice set behind it. Take that one down the line.
Danielson. Raymond. Jones, a big play for the Zips. Needed to stop the bleeding right there a little bit, and they did.
Yes, that's a great block by Carliana Jones. She's had a good grasp on Central Michigan setters so far tonight, getting some decent touches, and was able to get a stuff block on that one.
Great look, guys, giving us the block there. They're doing a great job giving you shots tonight. Raymond digs it out. Akron down by 3. A big block again by Ammeraal.
That's a great read by Ammeraal. Ochaya there was one-on-one, but Ammeraal was able to identify that and take a little bit more of a step inside the court and take away that power shot from Ochaya.
Ammeraal, 6'1", only a freshman. She's out of Madison, Wisconsin. Ochaya. A nice stick down by Maddie Whitfield. So they list Ammeraal as one of their top setters, but she's got a powerful swing as well.
She does. For being a setter, they're definitely not afraid to send her out of system balls and let her attack as much as possible at the net.
Akron down by 5. Chippewas dig it out. On the Kennard swing. Kennard again gets Akron a point. Is 6'1" a normal size for a setter?
Usually they're somewhat, on the taller side, especially if you're running a 5'1", you normally like to have, a setter at least 5'10" or above. Sometimes with the 6'2", you'll see some shorter setters as they stay in the back row.
Akron serving. Avery Brown. Point Chippewas, 12-7 Central, first set. Hernandez back in for Central, and Ammeraal to serve. 17 aces on the year for Ammeraal. Nice big swing by the Zips that time, and Tegan Ochai needed that.
That was a great choice by Avery Brown to go behind the back to Tegan Ochaya. There, I think Central Michigan got a little caught up, making sure that they were honoring Ellen Kennard on that play. So they left a little bit more room for Tegan Ochaya to sneak that one through.
Tegan serving now. Akron down by 4. Raymond. Zips get a hand on it. 12-9. Good look at Har and Kennard. Tegan Ochaya, redshirt, fifth-year senior. Lotka picks it up.
Little miscommunication there on Akron.
Lotka again. Har reaching back to save the play. Kennard a nice play. She found the opening, didn't she?
She did. That's a really tough spot to try and defend in the back row. Lauren Lockwood's doing a great job getting those first 2 digs pretty solid, but that one's always a tough ball in the seam, kind of deep in the court to get a hand on.
13-9 Raymond serving. Can Akron save it? Yes, they do. Big swing by Hernandez, and it's 14-9 Central.
Another great swing by Hernandez. I have a feeling we'll continue to see the Chippewas go to her a lot more tonight, but she's definitely a solid player, and when she's going to get set, she usually is going to put a little bit of heat behind the ball.
Well, they lost a lot from a year ago. Akron gets the point back. Ellen Kennard. Central was picked 5th in the preseason poll. And surprising people, I think, except for themselves, Kennard serving for Akron. And again, Hernandez. Timeout on the floor, Akron trailing 15-10. This is Mid-American Conference Volleyball live on ESPN. Jim Clark and Taylor Schertz back at Rhodes Arena, 15-10 Chippewas. They're swinging well at 27%. Akron only at 14 right now. You have a 5-point zip deficit.
Both teams right now are playing very solid. I think Akron's doing a really nice job of playing scrappy and keeping a lot of balls off the floor, but ultimately the Chippewas are having the advantage a little more offensively.
Big point for the Zips. They close to within 4 on the swing by Ochaya. In fact, Faith Johnson, I beg your pardon.
That was a nice swing by Faith Johnson, able to use the hands of the block for Central Michigan and kind of get that one out of the reach of their defense.
Bailey Vogt serving for Akron. Hernandez, Akron got hands on it. Faith again. Here's a big block for the Chippewas. That's Hernandez again. 46 block assists coming in tonight. Olsen to serve, Central by 5. Again the block, and that time Maidendorf.
That was an excellent read by Allie Maidendorf there. Going one-on-one against Akron middles is definitely a struggle, but she was able to kind of read where that set was going and get a jump on it from the start.
Olsen serving, Chippewas pick it up. Faith Johnson. (17-12), Akron down by 5 in set number 1. 6 matches left for the Zips and Chippewas after tonight. Johnson serving. Ochaya. Lotka there for Akron. Point with Akron, and there's Monalisa Danielson again.
Nice, smart shot by Danielson. We haven't really seen too much off-speed from either team so far, so seeing that, intentional off-speed shot, trying to throw off the defense of Central Michigan.
Akron down by 4. Ochaya. Big point for the Chippewas. They go back up by 5. Good look at Maidendorf. From Grand Rapids Southern Christian High School. Erickson serving. No touch, 19-13. Good look at Erickson out of Hopkins, Minnesota. And Akron calls time. First set, 19-13 Chippewas. The Zips only at 0.77 hitting percentage early tonight. Chippewas at 19% and Akron just 8%. It comes into play big time.
Yes, it definitely does. I think in the previous matches for Akron, they've kind of been used to starting off a little bit higher in a hitting percentage. So trying to get into the groove tonight, pick up their offense a little bit. Their passing and serve receive has been pretty on point. So just again, trying to find the holes in the defense and be a little more terminal.
We had that long rally early in the game that Central won the rally. And since that point, they controlled the match. That one big point seemed to set the tone tonight.
Yes, that definitely was a big momentum shifting point for sure. With Akron, the only thing that you want to make sure you're doing is don't get discouraged when you don't win long rallies like that. There's plenty of game left, for these Zips. So it looks like we have a challenge here on if that ball by Ochaya was touched or not. Initially rolled out of bounds.
We had a good view, and I thought I saw a change of direction a little bit, but it happened so fast from here you can't nail that down, particularly from our angle. But Akron saw the same thing I think that we thought we saw as they try to figure it out. Deborah DeValle is at the scores table right now taking a look. Eastern Michigan tomorrow at 4 o'clock. 5 o'clock? 5 o'clock. Zips have football tomorrow. Here's the look again. Boy, that's hard to tell, isn't it?
Yes, definitely very difficult to tell. I'm not totally sure. I didn't see it in live play, but looking back at that replay, there might have been a little bit of change of direction on that ball. So I'll be interested to see what the official ruling is.
Looked like it went through her fingers a little bit.
It did.
On her left hand. She'll slow that thing down so many times trying to see if she can. That's a big point right now.
It is, yes. We're at that point where, Central Michigan is trying to pull ahead and get to 20, and Akron wants to make sure that they're staying in this match and gaining momentum for the rest of the night tonight.
You're either down by 6 or down by 4. And they're still looking. Good look at the Akron bench now back to the scores table. Raymond, 4 kills for the Chippewas tonight. Hernandez has 3. On the Akron side, 2 for Ochaya, Daniels, and Kennard. Well, the linesman had a great view of the play, but still in fast, in real time, that's awfully difficult for him, even though he's right there.
Yes, that's a difficult view regardless. And the key for challenges is having, undisputable evidence of whether or not that ball was touched. So we should get the ruling here in a second.
Central will get the point. And you can't say they didn't take a long look at it. 19-13, Erickson still serving for the Chippewas. As they explain to Tyson Norton. Well, that was a tough one, without a doubt. A little karma, maybe, I don't know.
Yes, as a lot of us like to say, the ball never lies. So after a challenge, it's always pretty important to try and get that serve in.
Lauren Lack is serving for Akron, the Zionsville, Indiana senior. Raymond having a good night. It continues, 20-14. Off the Akron block. Caleb Brandon serving, Illinois sophomore. Raymond again. Good job of the zips, and they get the point.
Great up there by Bailey Vogt. Really laying out for that ball, barely getting her hand on it, and then Team China able to kind of dump that ball, hit the tape a little bit, but was able to get that ball over in a spot where the defense for Central Michigan really couldn't get there.
And that keeps you in the match as well. Avery Brown to serve now. Akron throws it down, but the point goes to Central. That was the old days there, the really old days. That was a little high school throwdown there.
Yes, you could definitely tell Alan Kennard was ready and really wanting that ball. Maybe a little too much, had a little bit extra heat behind it. Getting called on a carry for that one.
Big swing by Ellen. Raymond again, Akron's back in the back row with Johnson. Ochaya, 21-16. Akron hanging around, down by 5. Tegan will serve now. Good look at the Mentor senior. Big point here. Johnson, it's going to Akron.
Faith Johnson has been doing a great job tonight, really attacking that Central Michigan block. She's had a decent amount of balls that kind of hit off the hands and have played to her advantage tonight. Not afraid to go after.
Hernandez. Can Akron save it? They gave it a shot.
Another great hustle play for Akron, though. It may not have went their way, but this is exactly what you want to see them doing, continuing to fight, especially through, difficult, long rallies. Not giving up.
Raymond serving for Central. Mahar's big swing turned back, and it's 23-17 Chippewas. And Akron takes time. Another look for you. Central by 6 in the first set. Akron Ochaya 4 kills to lead the Zips. On the Central side, Hernandez forward Raymond has 5, and she's really played well tonight.
She has, and the story for the Chippewas tonight has been their blocking. They already have 5 blocks on the night, which is pretty impressive as well. There you can see 5 kills on a 500 hitting percentage for Natalie Raymond. Pretty impressive offensively so far for this Central Michigan team.
They picked up the numbers back to 22%, Akron at 7%. Zips at one point led 5-2 tonight. And they're back to within 4 a couple of times after Central's run to really take control of the match. Good look at Tyson Norton, his first year Akron head coach. Raymond to serve. Faith Johnson. Hernandez. And she finds the opening.
Great swing by Hernandez. That was an excellent job identifying that the middle blocker for Akron might have been a little bit late. She was able to take that ball hard cross court. Really good, nice swing.
The Georgia transfer set point now for the Chippewas. Kennard, big swing. She's played well tonight.
She has. Ellen Kennard continues to impress me at the net. She's really just a solid player. Definitely someone that the Zips know that they can go to and feel comfortable giving her the ball in tight situations.
Akron down by 6. And the first set goes to Central, 25-18. After a quick start, Chippewas regroup, and they take set number 1. We talked about the blocks earlier in that first set. Akron won tonight, Central 7. That's been big.
It has. It's definitely been a game changer for the Central Michigan team. Really able to slow down the offense of Akron. Not really allow them to get too many kills. They only have an 0.8 hitting percentage, so not anything too crazy there. But again, due to this very, very large block from Central Michigan.
It makes it tough against a good team to win and stay in the match. Akron will serve Ochaya. Central at 26% swinging tonight. Raymond. Akron gets the first point of the second set. Here's Kennard. Number 6, Harris 7. Will carry that time?
Yes, it looks like the setter for Central Michigan is in the back row, so not able to take that ball over on a second attack.
Ochaya. It's 3-0 Akron. Is this a good start?
Tegan Ochaya has had a great couple of serves. I noticed even the last one was very low to the tape. Definitely presenting a difficult serve right now for Central Michigan to control.
Big swing, Akron picks it up. Ochaya, Brown, Kennard. Put down by Whitfield, Maddie Whitfield. That's her second kill tonight. 8th in the MAC, coming in with 139, had 11 against Miami. She's a senior. Raymond to serve, 3-1 Zips. Johnson. Hara the block. Johnson again, Akron finds space on the side.
A lot of credit on that play to Avery Brown. She really kept the tempo on that ball. It was coming kind of behind her left shoulder there, a little bit off the net, but she kept that ball nice and low, and Faith Johnson was up in the air ready for it.
Kennard to serve, Akron 4-1 second set. Carliana Jones. 5-1. Big swing. That's Maddie Whitfield, 2 kills in the second set. She steps out for a moment. Curtiza comes on to serve, a sophomore from Missouri, Greenwood, Missouri. She was on the all-freshman team last year for Central.
Yes, Curtiza does a great job in the back row for Central Michigan, currently second in the MAC for Diggs. So she's been a great addition to this Chippewas team.
6-1 Akron. Haley Vogt to serve. Jones the block. Can they save it? They cannot. 6-3 Akron, second set. Olsen comes on to serve for the Chippewas. Jones. Ochaya. Danielson. And the big swing that time of Erickson. Number 9.
A lot of credit to Cameron Olsen. You know, she comes in kind of in that defensive specialist position, picked up 2 digs right there, leading this team with 7 in the first set. Couldn't quite get to that one, but she's been doing a great job defensively for the Central Michigan team.
Faith Johnson, the point for Akron. Faith now 5 kills tonight. Akron down. They're up by 2 or 3 at 7-4. Good job by Jones. And again, Erickson. Great effort, but it's 7-5.
Faith Johnson really laying out for that one, got a hand on it, but couldn't quite bring it back into play for the Zips.
Erickson serving. Danielson tried to find the opening. Akron point, framed it long that time. 8-5 Zips. Central won the first set, 25-18. Akron trying to even this matchup. Latka to serve for Akron. Raymond. Good job with the Zips up front.
Yes, 2 solid blocks there. Started off with a nice reach by Tegan Rochelle. She really had to hang to get that tip from the middle of Central Michigan. And then there you can see a nice setup by Danielson. 2 great blocks there for the Zips.
9-5 Akron, make it 10-5. If you had the script, this is how you wanted set number 2.
Yes, what's really helping Akron out right now is they came out in the second set serving a lot more aggressively. Central Michigan has been out of system, again out of system there. So it's really been helping out the Zips and slowing down the offense of Central Michigan.
Yeah, great point with that. That's exactly right. 11-5, Latka serving. Akron's largest lead of the night. Raymond. Raymond again. And she found it right for the line. 11-6, Akron.
Another great shot by Raymond. She was able to sneak that ball just inside of Ellen Kennard's left hand and into that seam. Really difficult ball to try and defend.
She has 6 kills tonight. Danielson gets it right back for the Zips. That's big to answer right away, not let them get a run.
Yes, and Danielson's been a little quieter today, but definitely coming alive with a swing like that. Sneaking it right through the block of Central Michigan and really nailing that one down the line.
Avery Brown to serve, the Georgia freshman. Well, the down officials stop the play. Akron gets the point. Maybe a rotation issue possibly on Central. Akron by 7. They can't pick it up. 13-7 Zips in the second set. AKRON is back to serve. And a good look at Whitfield a moment ago up front, number 7. Latka.
Nice dig by Gutiza.
Ochaya again. And great job by Central. That's so big in this set when they started to trade points. And Akron trade points right now back and forth.
Yes, that's a smart shot by Tegan Ochaya. Out of system, that ball was a little bit tighter to the net. She just kind of tried to throw it over the head of Gutiza, causing a little bit of confusion on their end of who was actually supposed to take that ball.
Arrow the block on the Raymond swing. Again, Faith Johnson that time. Akron. They save it. Latka. Let's see if Akron can continue to answer and get the point back right away now. Not let them start a run. They've done that so well in this second set.
They have. They've been siding out at a pretty high rate, so continuing to keep passing well and being terminal in the front row. And again, like you said, trying to limit the runs as much as possible.
Raymond serving. Kennard. And they do. No timeout on the floor in the second set. Akron has built a 7-point lead of 15-8. We're back in this second set. Akron serving up by 7. Brown. Faith Johnson. And they found the line that time on the side. Erickson.
Yes, that was a nice pickup in the back row by Natalie Brayman. Great job by Faith Johnson to actually get a solid swing on that out-of-system play, but ultimately the Central Michigan offense was just a little too much for Akron to handle.
Gutiza on the serve. Johnson gets it right back to the Zips. Well, they're at 14% hitting percentage now, which is much better than 7%.
Yes, there's definitely a correlation between their passing right now and a raise in that hitting percentage. They're getting a lot of good looks. You saw there a one-on-one block by Faith Johnson, just kind of ripping that one right to the middle of the court.
Bailey Vogt serving, good serve. Well, the Zips continue to roll. It's 17-9, their largest lead of the match. Good look at Jones up front. Another good serve. Can they save it? They cannot. 17-10. Olsen back to serve. Ochaya. Jones. Would that have gone out?
I don't know. I couldn't totally tell. It was definitely a close one. Not what you would normally expect for a free ball coming over the net. I think it kind of caught Tegan Ochaya off guard a little bit, and yeah, not too sure if that would have been out or not.
The angle was so tough from where we're sitting at. Nice block for the Zips. Up by 6.
That was a great job by Central Michigan setter Claire Amaral. You know, with her being front row, she's really trying to pull attention to herself. She did a nice job winding up her arms, trying to make the Akron block think that she was going to attack.
There's a big unforced error right there. They were starting to have a run a little bit. Akron up by 6. Johnson serving. Akron Akrons up by 7. Lauren Latka. We have a challenge, I believe. They're challenging if Akron touched that or not. Again, it's a huge point. It'll be Zips right now. Faith Johnson 6 kills, Ochaya 5, Danielson 4. Nine assists for Avery Brown. There's the look. You have better eyes, you tell me.
Well, I don't totally think I saw a touch on that. It did look like Central Michigan was pretty adamant right after that play, but based on the view and seeing it in live time, I don't foresee this challenge being overturned.
It looked like it went right between her hands.
It did.
Central won that first set, 25-18. Akron trying to even the match. Zips back at it, 5 o'clock tomorrow. Eastern Michigan. We'll have it on ESPN. You can join Dave Bacon and Alexis Adelina for all the action at 5 o'clock tomorrow. Big football day for the Zips. I believe Miami tomorrow at noon. A long look again on the challenge by Central. As Deborah DeValley, there's Deborah at the table. No calls to New York here to get help. It's all Deborah. A great job, guys. It's just, boy. And she's making sure she gets it right. I can't see that being overturned.
I don't think so either, Jim. Oh.
My goodness, it is a touch.
And it is.
It's 18-13. Now see, the Zips cannot let that rattle them now.
Yes, I think that's a huge win for Central Michigan, not only being able to win and retain that challenge, but also kind of providing a little bit of a break, hoping to slow down Akron's momentum here in the second set.
I think going between the hands made it easier to call that a touch that time instead of being on the outside of the hands. Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it might have gotten the pinky of that inside the hand of Danielson.
18-14, and Akron takes the time to stop this right now. So the challenge has turned things on a little bit. Here's the serve by Erickson.
That's a tough serve. You can see there it kind of dropped last second in the seam in front of Lauren Latka. A really difficult ball to try and pass.
Ochai was right to her left, but not much she could do. Akron trying to regroup now. The 7-point lead has been trimmed to 4. Erickson from Hopkins, Minnesota. Serving for the Chippewas. Latka. Ochaya. It's 18-15. Zips in real need of a stop right now.
Yeah, starting again with another tough serve from the Chippewas. Lauren Latka handled that one a little bit better, but ultimately couldn't come away with that point.
18-16.
It seems like that challenge definitely works for the Chippewas to slow down that Akron momentum. You can see their energy on their side of the court has definitely increased since winning that challenge.
They have found new life. Raymond Johnson, 18-17. It all came with the challenge. The young Zips trying to find a point right now. And we're tied at 18. And Akron takes the timeout, one you pretty much had to take, I think.
Definitely. It seems like Akron is playing a little timid right now, making a couple more unforced errors, allowing the Chippewas to come back in. You can see there, just kind of missed that tip, a little misconnect between Bailey Vogt and Danielson.
We talked about percentages a few times tonight. Akron now back down to 9% after being up to 14 at one point. The hitting percentage, and Central still at 25%. And that challenge, instead of 19-12, it was 18-13, and it's been running Central's way ever since that point. And now we're tied at 18. And Central, you can see the veteran team right now taking advantage of this.
Yes, I think for both teams, the name of the game in this set has definitely been serving. After that challenge, Central Michigan has been very aggressive back from the service line, allowing Akron to be a little more out of system than they have been tonight. A little bit kind of like what Akron was doing at the beginning of this second set. So really here just trying to see which team can be more aggressive from the service line.
Here's Erickson, big run serving in set one tonight. Big point for the Zips to Carliana Jones, back on top in 19-18.
That was a very big point for Akron. It started with a perfect pass from Lauren Latka. Bailey Vogt was able to set Carliana Jones there one-on-one, able to come away with that point.
Latka serving, Raymond. Akron by 2. Not seen that too many times from Raymond tonight. Ochaya zips up by 3.
That was an excellent job by Akron to really take advantage of a free ball. It's not that often that they've been getting free balls tonight, so setting that up with a perfect pass, a perfect set, and a really tough swing by Team Ochaya on the outside.
Latka again, zips by 3. Good point. And a veteran move that time by Maidendorf. Brandon to serve. There's Olsen. Nice job by Danielson, and a big time for Akron.
Another powerful swing by Danielson as well. She's really putting a lot of heat and aggression into her swings. Last one was down the line. This one mixing it up, going cross court. Just a little wide of Olsen there in the back row for Central Michigan.
Good look at the Zip bench and Danielson. Brown serving. 22-20.
That's a tough miss serve there by Avery Brown. She's one of Akron's better servers, has a decent amount of aces on the year, so definitely a good break for Central Michigan, being able to luck out with a missed serve on that one.
Ammeraal serving. Can the young Zips withstand it? It's 22-21. Lead's been cut from 3 to a single point.
That's a tough serve to pass when it's coming from cross court in general, let alone with a lefty server coming cross court, kind of dying at the end on that one. Real tough ball.
Kennard, and we're tied at 22. The Zips in the 3-point lead. Central's come back and not in the second set. Ammeraal again. Only a freshman. Is the serve different coming off the lefty from that angle?
It is. It's just a little bit more difficult to read as, not a lot of teams have a lot of lefties that you can kind of practice with. So it's just another different look. Kind of comes off the hand. It makes it a little more hard to read.
Ochaya, can they save it? Boy, they do.
Great effort.
Teagan again. We're tied at 23. That's a huge point.
It is. That's a big veteran swing from Teagan Ochaya right there. They went right back to her. She had a single block, and she really took advantage of that. Really nailing that one, almost 10-foot line.
Teagan now serving. Kennard lands out. Set point for Central.
That one's a heartbreaker for Ellen Kennard right there. She lined up perfectly. She saw it, she read it early, and just couldn't quite keep that hand turned in. A little too powerful of a swing, and that ball was just out of bounds.
Raymond serving, set point. Johnson. Fake the swing. Tucker got hands on it. Latka. Johnson. Fake again. And Central squeaks it out in set number 2, 25-23. Heartbreaking loss to the Zips. But they played so well. You see it again for the set point. And Central now the commanding 2-0 lead, winning set 1, 25-18. Set 2, 25-23. There's a look at Mike Garlick, the 7th-year head coach for the Chippewas. Third set's coming up. Mac Volleyball on ESPN. Natalie Raymond, who's had a big night. We're underway. Johnson. Faith again. And Akron leads 1-0.
And it looks like they actually called that one out, so that point is actually going to Central Michigan.
He pointed down, right?
He did. I think the up official might have overruled that and called that one out.
And he made the right call, because it was out.
I think so as well. It looked just wide to me from here.
I was surprised when he put the flag down. Johnson again. Faith is there. Mallory Hernandez, the Georgia senior transfer. Natalie Raymond. And Akron's on the board in this third set.
A solid swing there from Evie Hara. Central Michigan left her just a little bit of room on the line, and she took a rip at that one, making it a little difficult for Allie Urtiza to try and defend that one.
Kennard serving. We're tied at 2. Howard getting more playing time, and when she's called upon, she's doing well.
Yes, especially coming off some serious injuries. Being back here, getting this experience, she's been doing a great job so far for the Zips.
3-2 Chippewas. Urtiza serving. Again, nice job by Hara.
Yes, another smart shot. Again, she's ripped that last one down the line, so intentionally going off speed right in that little donut area of the court that we like to call it. It's a really difficult ball to try and defend. Almost got it over with a kick there, but didn't have quite enough behind it.
Zips an early run. Akron up 4-3 now in this third set, trying to stay alive. Bailey Vogt, Fort Mill, South Carolina. Fernandez.
Great dig by Lauren Latka.
Akron hands on it. He was in the net. She's got a powerful swing.
She does. Like I said during the play, that was a great job by Lauren Latka being able to get underneath that ball, but Mallory Hernandez is not going away. She's definitely a force to be reckoned with.
That's 2 big points Akron's let slip away with service errors in this third set. Olsen back for the Chippewas. Carliana Jones. 6-4 zips on the touch. It's going to be 7-4, I think. Did he get that over? My goodness.
Wow.
Great play by Erickson. But Akron gets the point. She was in the second row that time to save that thing.
Yes, that was a very impressive play, but Akron ultimately able to come away on that one, going high hands off the block.
Johnson serving. Ochaya. Faith Johnson, Ochaya again. And they found some space, and Erickson puts it down.
Erickson has been impressive tonight again, having a presence at the net. You can see there going up on that overpass, taking it cross court away from the defense.
She's been big serving tonight. She's serving now. Point Central 7-6. Ochaya, blocked by the Chippewas. Again, Teagan. Hit the floor. 8-6 Akron.
Allie Gurtiza so close, but couldn't quite get under that one. A little too short from that off-speed shot by Tegan Ochaya.
You're going to take the fingers up now of Raymond on the central. There's a good look on the central sideline. The trainers' jobs never end.
They do not. Credit to all athletic trainers out there dealing with a lot of issues, helping with a lot of different injuries with players. They're definitely one of the heart and soul pieces of these volleyball teams.
Their hours are so long. I'm sure the 60, 65, 70-hour weeks that they put in. Well, use this special ball. 8-6 Akron third set. Just trying to force a fourth set. Raymond. Kennard. Raymond again. 8-7.
Great swing by Raymond. She was kind of coming from inside the court, so she had a really nice angle to kind of turn that thumb up and really utilized that block from Danielson to her advantage.
She is only a freshman. Kayla Brandon serving, sophomore, Parkland College transfer. And Akron gets a point on the service error.
Both teams making a few service errors early on in this set, but like I said earlier, serving and being aggressive, trying to take the other team out of system is really the name of the game for both teams here in this match tonight.
Avery Brown trying to get the Zips on a run right now. Raymond. 9-8.
Raymond again being aggressive, really utilizing that Akron block. This time on that outside hand of Evie Hara. Here, Akron, you really want to make sure that your hands are strong and pressed over the net so that you're not getting tooled by that hitter.
Ammeraal serving. Lockett digs it out. No hit the floor. We're even at 9.
A little bit of a quicker, tighter pass there. Avery Brown not able to get under that one as quick as she would like, sending that over illegally from the back row.
Hernandez. Central back on top, 10-9. Hernandez, 7 kills tonight. Here's that lefty serve again. Big block by Whitfield. And Akron knocks it up at 10.
Great swing there by Evie Hara. She was able to identify she might have been a little further off the net than she's used to, so she went high hands, able to score that one for Akron.
Raymond. Faith Johnson. Akron back on top, 11-10.
Akron has been very productive on the outside, but not just from the outside hitters, from all people we saw just a play ago. Evie Hara scoring again there, Faith Johnson scoring again down the line from the outside position.
Evie again. She's really giving the Zips a huge lift right now.
She has. Definitely in these past few matches, you can see just her confidence raising a little bit more, getting more playing time, again coming off of a pretty serious injury. She's been doing a great job, really effective for the Zips.
Big block by the Chippewas, and it's 12-11. Well, their blocking's been the name of the game tonight, the entire match.
It has. They have been very strong at the net, giving limited opportunities to Akron's offense.
Raymond serving. Faith Johnson throws it down. Did she throw it down too much? No, Akron's point.
That one initially ruled out by the line judge and then overruled again by the head referee. I think that ball was in. I think that was the right call.
Yeah, I think you're right. 13-12 Akron, third set. Mia Thompson serving now, the Cal PA transfer. Nice swing again by Erickson. We're not in it. 13-12 now. Scoreboard gets it correct.
Erickson continuing to do a great job for the Chippewas tonight.
Faith again. Akron leads by 1. A nice play by Hernandez. No big swing that time, wasn't needed.
No, again, very smart play. She's been having a lot of heat, going really aggressively, so real short tip, really difficult ball to pick up.
Urquiza serving, Central by 1.
Wow, and that was a nice serve by Urquiza. Really dropping real last minute there, right in front of Akron. Very difficult, hard pass to make.
And they give it back. We're even at 14. Danielson and Bailey Vogt come on. Vogt will serve. Good look at Latka. Bailey Vogt. Maidendorf, who's been quiet for a while, put Central back on top. It's 15-14, the junior out of Michigan. And a timeout on the floor in the third set. Central on top 15-14. We'll come right back. Jim Clark and Taylor Sherritt's back in Rhodes Arena, third set. Central has won the first two. They leave this one 15-14. Cameron Olsen serving for the Chippewas. Good look at the junior out of Peru. South Peru High School. Latka. Central by 2. Boy, big point of the match. You don't want to get in the way here right now.
Yes, they've been playing a very tight match so far. So this is really the point of the game where Central Michigan wants to try and go on a run, try and make some separation. As they do so, there with a big block on the outside.
Well, you've called it all night with their blocking ability. And huge right there, Ammeraal. This is their largest lead of the third set, but Akron gets a huge point. 17-15 now, Zips to serve with Faith Johnson.
Ellie Maidendorf there trying to be aggressive on that overpass, but might have gotten a little too excited. Ball was a little off the net and sent that one out of bounds.
Good job by Akron. Ochaya. Did they touch it? Yes, they did. 17-16, Zips within 1. A big 2-point run right now. Latka, Bailey Vogt, Ochai big swing, nope, dumped it over. What a great play by the Chippewas.
Very smart play by setter Ammeraal. Being front row and a lefty, she's been attacking a lot, using that left arm, but they decided to go with just a soft dump over the net, just out of the reach of Lauren Latka in the back row.
Erickson serving, she's had their huge runs tonight. And she's been with the ball whenever they've made their big runs, taking control the first 2 matches. Akron down by 1. Latka, big point there. And a big swing that time by Maidendorf.
That was a nice job by Maidendorf. We haven't really seen her run a slide behind the setter too much tonight. So, nice play call there. Real effective.
Kayla Brandon serving for the Chippewas. They lead by 2. Can Akron save it? Yes, they do not. A great effort.
Great hustle by Danielson. Couldn't quite get that one over the net. Needed a little more power behind it. Good luck there again with that save. Couldn't
Top
quite
of the
get
net.
that one over. That's a tough one.
Well, Akron has to stop it now with the timeout in this third set. Recapping, Central won set 1, 25-18. They won the squeaker in set number 2, 25-23. And now up 20-17 in the third set. Again, 5 o'clock tomorrow, Eastern Michigan. David Bacon, Alexis Stadlina having a call for you here on ESPN. 5 o'clock Saturday from Rhodes Arena. There's still time in this third set to maybe extend this match right now.
Yes, if you're Akron, again, you want to just make sure you're staying solid from a serve-receive perspective. They've been doing a pretty nice job here tonight. So just, again, trying to work on that consistency and then being effective from the front row, trying to mix up your shots and work around this really tough block of Central Michigan.
And despite that low hitting percentage, when we look at the Central head coach, Mangalik Akron has been in every set tonight despite that.
They have. They're definitely fighting hard. They're not going to give up sets very easily. They're putting up a fight. They just need a few more points, maybe a few less errors to send them over.
Brandon, Ochaya, there's a big one there. 2018 off the touch.
That was a nice set by Bailey Vogt. She was off the line a little bit, chose a long distance set to Tegan Ochaya, was able to get that one to her quickly with only one blocker for Ochaya to take advantage and come away with that point.
Avery Brown. Raymond. Well, she found that space in the back.
She has. She's been working that shot all night. It's a very difficult ball to try and pick up for the defense. Right in that seam, a little too deep to try and reach. She has been going for that shot all night.
Ammeraal, the lefty serving. She's been an issue tonight. Mara gets it back for Akron. Staying tight at 21-19 in this third set.
Kara, again, doing a nice job. She's a very versatile player. You can see they're scoring again on the outside, primarily playing right side here in this match, but she's been very effective for the Zips tonight.
Raymond, Ochaya's there. Faith Johnson. Hernandez. Her big swing, Central by 3, 22-19.
That play was set up very nicely by a very in-system controlled pass by libero Ali Gertiza. And again, Mallory Hernandez, reigning MAC Offensive Player of the Week, nailing that one down the line.
Well, you can see why. Big point here for Akron. Kara. Big swing, but Akron answers. Johnson, big block. Hernandez again. Kara was there. Big point, 23-19. No, a touch.
Looks like there was a touch called by the down official on the block.
It's challenge time, I think.
I think we're going to see one here as well.
Again, it comes at a huge time in the match. We're looking at 22-20 if this stays a touch. The down official once again has to go through all this with the replays. Here's your look. It's so hard to tell.
It is. In real time, I didn't quite see a touch. It didn't look like there was any big reaction from the Akron team on that play. Again, they're a really difficult ball to try and see. Try and make a call on that one.
Well, she will take her time here. You're at the point of the match right now where this could be a deciding factor in the match. Who wins this third set?
Yes, and again, we saw a couple angles there, but the down official actually does have different camera angles that she only gets to look at to kind of give her a better view of that play. So we'll see here in a second what she's able to see from a couple different angles and see if this point stays with Akron.
Well, the Valley down there again, taking a long look. And one she really hopes to get right. Tyson Norton talking to his Zips. His very first year as Akron's head coach, and he's building And he's got some building blocks to work with.
He does. They have a very different team from last year. Some transfers, new freshmen, so they've definitely been trying to work together to build a new team, a new camaraderie. Especially with a new coach, you're going to see a lot of different systems from an offensive and defensive standpoint. So just a lot for a new team to learn and kind of come together early in the season.
Well, the decision has been made. Akron point. It's going to stay 22-20. Kennard to serve. And right now, just get it over the net.
Yes, that's a big challenge to win, so you really want to keep this serve in bounds.
Wow, big hit that time by Maddie Whitfield.
Wow, that's an impressive swing. There is not much you can do to defend that one at all. Again, Maddie Whitfield, she's been very effective tonight, especially came alive in that second set, but here, wow, you can look at that swing. No one's getting under that one.
You're right about that. Johnson, did she get it back? Yes, she did. Akron stays alive at 23-21. Bailey Vogt comes on to serve. Good look at Faith Johnson, number 16. Bailey Vogt. They saved the free ball. Johnson again. Carliana Jones makes it a one-point set. 23-22 Central.
Great awareness there from Carliana Jones. You can see she read that ball was going to be an overpass the second it came off of Gertiza's hands, and she was right for it.
Hernandez. Well, they went to the big girl. She comes up huge.
Yes, not surprising in this type of moment that Mallory Hernandez is who is going to get the ball for Central Michigan. Again, very effective for this Chippewas offense, doing very well in this third set here tonight.
Match point, Olsen serving. Johnson. Akron trying to stay alive. Vogt. Johnson again. Carliana Jones the block. And that, do they stay alive? No, point to Central. That will be the match. And Central wins this third set, 25-22. They're going to talk about it, though. Is there a challenge coming, possibly?
I think there's a challenge coming from Tyson Norton on whether that ball was actually in or out of bounds.
At this point, why not?
Right, exactly. It did look like it was a close one. I don't have the best angle from where we're sitting here to tell. It looks like the line judge was pretty certain that ball was in bounds. But again, if you're Tyson Norton and you have that challenge, you're going to want to use it here.
You know, Deborah DeValle, she's been there 4 times tonight. She's earned her money.
She has, and I think she has done a great job. I think she's made the right calls so far. So I'll be interested to see if this point does in fact stay with Central Michigan and calls the game for them.
You think sometimes, oh, the down official job not as tough as the up official? Well, think again.
That is for sure.
Well, that was quick. Point Central, and they win the match. She must have got a pretty good look in a hurry to make the decision as Central wins this third set 25-22. So Central goes to 15-8, 8-4 in the MAC. Akron falls to 5-18 and 2-10. And really, Taylor, Akron, nothing to hang their heads about tonight. They were in every set.
Yes, they were. They're a good team that's putting up a good fight. You know, you can see there the last 2 sets, 23 and 22 points for the Zips. They're right there, just a couple more points, you know, a couple less unforced errors. And I think that they're right in a lot of these matches with the MAC.
Well, good look at the victorious bunch from Central. They'll stay in town and play as well again tomorrow. But a good match tonight for the Zips. You know, Raymond had 11 kills to lead Central. Akron had 10 from Johnson, 11 from Ochaya. Well, that's the story from Rhodes Arena tonight. Your final of 3 sets, Central Michigan 3 and Akron nothing. Thanks for watching MAC Volleyball.